Let's leave the home base Super Eagles now and quickly touch down in Europe. Let's see live scores going down in the UEFA Champions League. Now see it around there. Barcelona with a 2-0 victory lead over Bate Borisov. Now, in Germany, it's a festival of goals. It was actually Bayer Leverkusen that scored to AS Roma Gladbach. The rest was part of the scorers. And now they are leading. The big one everybody is talking about. No goals yet, but it's really been competitive. It's Arsenal and Bayern Munich playing a goalless draw. Dinamo Zagreb and Olympiacos also playing a goalless draw. Chelsea yet to score against Dinamo Kiev. And FC Porto leading Maccabi Tel Aviv by 2-0. And then Valencia and Ghent playing a 1-1 draw at the moment. And then FC Zenit beating Olympic Lyon. And guys, just when I was leaving that scene, AS Roma made it 4, so it's now 4-2.
4-2. Wow, that's huge.
So that's it here for Champions League. We love it. It's back and stronger. Let's see if Arsenal can pick one and keep hopes alive of staying in the UEFA Champions League. It's looking tough, but it's football where anything can happen. Let's leave the men now and talk about women's football. With this, Tune Koikise can just close your eyes, go to sleep. The national under-20 women's team, the Falconets, doing good for themselves in the last 4 years. I think they've been really consistent. And they get ready to play South Africa. No cause for alarm?
Well, there's plenty of cause for alarm. The South Africans are on a high right now. Against all odds, the Banyana qualified for the Rio 2016 Olympics, defeating a very highly rated, very tough Equatorial Guinean side 1-0 in Bata, something that the Super Falcons couldn't manage. So South African female football is on a massive high right now, and it will crown their year to get some kind of a scoreline over the Falconets and ensure that their women also qualify for the Women's Under-20 World Cup as well. So that would be brilliant for their women's football program. First, you have your women's senior national team at the Olympics. Then you have your next kid at the Under-20 at the FIFA Women's Under-20 World Cup. So it's not signed, sealed, and delivered by any chance at all. It will be competitive. We have to go there and play a very tough game and be sure that we get the result that is required. Anyone who underrates these South Africans does so at their peril. But Peter the Devil is still in charge of the team. Experienced handler, has always built competitive teams. His team has done. I remember this annihilation of the Sierra Leoneans. So I'm expecting a good game from the Nigerians. I don't expect the scoreline to be the same, but I expect them to do well over the 2 legs.
The update is that the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has announced that Therese Rausa Niguel will be the referee for Saturday's 2016 FIFA Under-20 qualifying game between Nigeria and South Africa. So our customers, just as Tony said, it's about, I think if you do well in the first leg, that's about it.
Well, that's about it, but this is African football and anything could happen except if you win your first leg exactly, maybe at least like 3 goals, yeah, at least like 3 goals, because 2 goals these days are usually overturned. Yes, and that is my fear for the Chan Eagles. Now let's come back to the women. So, but then against the South African side, I mean. South Africa female football, women's football, in South Africa is really on the high right now. I mean, they just qualified for Rio and they're really playing well. So for me,
and they're putting a lot of money in
there. A whole lot of money in exactly. Yeah. So for me, as far as I'm concerned, we should just win the first leg because the first leg is going to be in Nigeria. Win the first leg, then go to South Africa, try as much as possible to consolidate. The Falconets are the second best team in the world according to the last World Cup, which in Canada 2 years ago. So for me, and the coach is an experienced coach, has always been there, has gotten to the final twice. So against the South Africans, they should be able to win, but then they should be very careful. They should not underrate the South Africans.
That's the word. Okay, it's a sporting flight. We'll quickly leave Nigeria. Now let's dash to the Emirates Stadium where Olivier Giroud has just scored for Arsenal. So it's looking good for the Gunners at the moment. 76 minutes played in that one. Arsenal fans will be smiling now, but it's about character. Let's see if they can hold on to that lead. Let's talk about match day 34 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Now we've missed our own football.
Yes,
we have actually missed our own football. Come on, guys.
And it's in the home stretch, right?
So at this stage it's very interesting.
Exactly. 4 more games to the end of the season. We will crown the champion. But match day 34 games tomorrow. Academy Warriors will take on Giwa FC. Ifeanyi Uba will travel to Bauchi to face Wiki Tourist. Haaland will face Sharks. Shooting Stars will entertain FC Taraba at the Adama Sigma Stadium in Ibadan. Eyimba league leaders will be away at Nasarawa United, the very dangerous Nasarawa United, who managed to win on the road. Let's see if they can manage that at home against the league leaders.
Eyimba also pay them back in their own coin.
It's possible. It's possible. Kwara United will also entertain Bayelsa United at the Ilorin Township Stadium. Lobby Stars are away at Abia Warriors. Warri Wolves, who are also fighting hard to remain competitive and probably snatch the title from the jaws of Eyimba, will be at home to Akwa United. Dolphins will also entertain Kano Pillars, Falling Giants, Kano Pillars, while Sunshine Stars game against Rangers will be postponed. Postponed because between these two teams, they have almost 5 players. Five.
Sunshine has 5 players in the channel.
In 5, Rangers
have.
I have a few too. And you remember, they recently called up Etim, the defender, to replace Solomon Kwame. Yeah, Osasokoro as well. So these two teams have lost a huge amount of players to the Chan Eagles, and therefore their game will be postponed until the team returns. And we don't know when that game will be played, but we'll be keeping an eye out for that.
Let me get this. Don't put these guys on the spot. Where can we see an away victory?
I think Eyimba is going to take that revenge against Nasarawa United. Yeah, Eyimba needs to win right now because they know that a certain Warri Wolves are really doing well at this point, and they want to make sure that they win. But then Warri Wolves will probably, yeah, they're playing at home. They've got good players and all that, but then their star player is in the Chan Eagles. Is not going to be available for them. So Eyimba will want to see that as an opportunity to win Nasarawa United and hope that Warri Wolves does not win or draw.
Sunday, a victory?
At this stage of competition, it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. Everybody's careful. Nobody wants to get relegated. People want to play on the continent. Some are looking for the league. Some are just happy just to remain in the middle and not even be flirting with that relegation or even having to play continental matches. So right now it's kind of difficult to say that this will be the team that will get an away victory. But if anyone can, it looks like Eyimba. We've always mentioned the fact that if Eyimba are focused, have that single-mindedness, the eyes on the prize, that purpose. When they don't have the distractions of the continent, they're usually very dangerous opposition. And the fact that they only have the league to fight for now makes them equally dangerous. Just 4 more weeks and we could be talking about Eyimba as champions of the Nigerian Premier League. So they might get an away victory in Nasarawa. I wouldn't bet against it, but it will be a very good game to watch.
But I think Sharks could just upset Heartland.